I want to talk about what's happening with Bari Weiss at CBS because it's ridiculous. So Bari Weiss sent out one of those Doge kind of emails to the staff at CBS saying, let me know what you do all day. Like, what projects are you currently working on? It wasn't quite as aggressive as the Elon one, but it was like, I'm new, I'm the editor-in-chief. Can you send me an email letting me know what projects you're working on and what you're up to? Well, they went into meltdown over at CBS. It was like, all these meetings had to be called. The union got involved. And now there's been an official, like the union responded to Bari. Exactly. Why do you want this? For what purpose? What will be done with the answers? Will people be subjected to discipline or some sort of suspension or punishment if you don't like their answers? So finally the union has assessed the situation, and now CBS had to respond to the union that, okay, you will not be disciplined if you don't respond, that you will not be, this will not be the basis for discipline, discharge, or layoff. And of course, there's also, you don't need to respond at all. You don't have to respond. There's no penalty whatsoever for entirely blowing her off. To me, this is funny because I love Bari, but it's not going to go well. These organizations cannot be changed from the top down. They can only be changed from the bottom up. And they will never, ever, 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 ever accept somebody who didn't grow up next to them in the CBS ranks. Ever. You have, and I mean, like, you can't even go laterally. Like Catherine Herridge went there from Fox News, who was a very respected reporter on the Intel beat. I mean, completely had her chops, and she was a legit reporter. She could never be dismissed as like some Fox whatever. No, they didn't accept her. They will never accept, and that's a reporter. Never mind an editor-in-chief who gets helicoptered in. And so this is just, to me, the first sign of trouble. There will be many. It will probably, in my estimation, last a couple of years before Bari says, F this toxic environment. I'm piecing out of here. But this is sort of chapter one. Your thoughts on it?
Okay, I actually have strong thoughts on this. So let me just say that the email asking, what are you working on? I don't find that particularly offensive. In fact, I'm not represented by a union, but when TYT had hired a president for the first time, this is back in 2016 or 2017, she called everyone into her office because she wanted to get to know them and wanted to get to know what their role is within the company, what they're working on. And I didn't find that threatening in any way. I think the reason why the workers at CBS found it threatening is because of all of the reporting that came out prior to Bari Weiss being brought in. And the Financial Times in particular had noted that David Ellison, after this merger with Paramount Sundance, with CBS and all of that, had said that he was considering purchasing the Free Press for a lot of money, by the way. It ended up being $150 million. Originally, there were rumors that it was going to be as much as $250 million. But the Financial Times
for a company that was bringing in $15 million a year. So, I mean, the financials were largely inflated.
Yes. So I want to get back to that in just a minute. But in regard to David Ellison, the Financial Times reported that he liked that the Free Press had a pro-Israel bias. And so you have the reporters and some of the workers over at CBS worried that she's going to be brought on specifically to sway the reporting in a way that's more favorable to Israel and not necessarily fair or accurate. So when the entire situation starts from that place, it's really hard to recover from that. You get what I'm saying? Because they're worried that their reputation as reporters, their reputation as a news organization is going to tank as a result of that. But on top of that, look, I also think David Ellison wanted to bring her on because in his mind, this is a way to marry digital independent media to legacy media, which is dying. Yep. Let's keep it real.
Yep. Correct.
But I'm going to say from my personal experience, you can't make that transition. It doesn't transition well because people who have sworn off corporate legacy media are never going back. They just don't trust it. They don't trust these institutions.
No, I totally agree with you. That's the problem. Like, I get what he's trying to do. It's just not possible. You can't, the other patient has expired. And you cannot take the working brain and working heart of a still alive person and put them in this corpse. That's not going to bring them back. They've expired. They've been expired for too long. The window of reviving them has passed. And as talented as Bari is, she's not that talented. No one is. No one can do it. But I also think that, like, I know, trust me, I know, because I've been in television for a long time. I guarantee you, are over there saying, she's never even worked in TV. Their noses will be turned up as high as humanly possible at the fact that this print reporter, and they don't even see Bari as a reporter, like opinion person from the New York Times, has the nerve to come over here and try to tell us about editorial at the vaunted CBS News. And she's never even done TV. I guarantee you, those are the comments that are happening behind the scenes. And as nice as Bari is, and as reasonable and as talented, they're just not open-minded to it. They're jealous she has it and they don't. And they resent the fact that she got put in this position without having to pay her dues the way they did.
I just think they're two completely different forms of media, right? Like, I know that both, whether you're talking about the Free Press or CBS, they're in the news business to some capacity, but the format on television is not conducive to informing people, to be quite honest with you.
You're so right.
I go on. Yeah, I mean, like long form conversations like this, when I think about my own media consumption, and I really like to listen to podcasts or various voices from across the political spectrum, I want long form. I don't want to go to a commercial break every 5 minutes. I want to hear what different voices have to say about any particular issue, and I want them to speak at length. You're not going to get that on CBS or ABC, on network news, on cable news. It's just not conducive to a real conversation.
Buy gold and get free silver. That's right. For every $5,000 purchased from Birch Gold Group this month in advance of Veterans Day, they're going to send you a free patriotic silver round that commemorates the Gadsden and American flags. Look, gold is up over 40% since the beginning of this year, and Birch Gold can help you own it by converting an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. Plus, they will send you free silver honoring our veterans on qualifying purchases. And if you are current or former military, Birch Gold has a special offer just for you. They are waiving custodial fees for the first year on investments of any amount. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, consider diversifying your savings into gold. Just text MK to the number 989898 for a free info kit and to claim your eligibility for free silver with qualifying purchase before the end of the month. Okay, before the end of the month. Again, text MK to the number 989898. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.